No music today.
None.
You gotta make it up in your head. Imagine the music.
That's what I have to do every day. So for me, this is no different.
Maybe you don't have to imagine it if you check out Warner Music Group. That was
Oh,
that was a very bad
oh,
segue. But we're
oh.
here today with the Sandbox Saturday stream. I'm Alex Florez, aka Kamisazi, joined here in voice, mind, body, and soul by Lucas is right. How you doing, Lucas?
I am. You know what? I was feeling a little down, and then you and me had our pre-show talk, and now I'm feeling hype.
We just we
Thank you.
just we're getting pumped up here because today is the WMG Warner Music Group Game Jam Award ceremony. This is the last game jam that we're running on the Sandbox Game Maker 0.7.
Mm-hmm.
And now we get to use all the cool features in 0.8 going forwards. I'm sure a lot of these games from this game jam would benefit from the new features in 0.8, like social hubs, crowd events. There's specific music related things going on, as well as all the special effects. I can't wait to see some of these games get upgraded for 0.8, as I'm sure they will at some point. We do still recommend, if you have a 0.7 project, we don't recommend migrating it to 0.8 yet, as we're trying to make that flow not break things.
Smoother.
There's significant differences in 0.8, and we would like people to be able to move their projects over. But at the moment, there's some behaviors and components and settings that don't quite mesh, and it means a lot of reworking, and you could end up with a project being very messed up and kind of having to start over with your behaviors and stuff. So we don't recommend migrating yet. We're trying to get to a point where migration is smooth and easy. But I will say 0.8.1 just dropped a couple days ago. Not only did it bring some bug fixes, which should help get rid of crashing, it also reintroduced healing and damage messages.
Oh, snap.
So you can do the heal or damage message to heal your player, to heal objects, heal enemies. You can have bosses that are constantly getting re-healed by some totem near them. You can have passive damage from some gas in the air that's hurting your player. You can have objects, health improved or destroyed, and you can do all sorts of stuff with it, and it's wonderful. Cyber Dragon told me that yesterday he basically spent 12 hours working on a project that he's been blocked on for a long time because it didn't have the features that he needed, and he's just in full grind mode getting that project kicked out. So very exciting news to have those messages back. They were so important, and when staff heard the cries, they made sure that came into this hotfix.
Nice.
All right.
I'm excited to see what Cyber Dragon's project that it was shelved for a little while there. Wow, I can talk, I promise. I'm excited to see what Cyber Dragon puts out. He does some really cool stuff.
He does amazing things. I haven't seen a Cyber Dragon game in a while. There were even a couple that I missed just because of life things going on.
Because of all the things.
Because of all the things. There's some cool projects that I saw and was like, I need to play that. And then there was like an update and it broke and I was never able to play it. So I need more Cyber Dragon stuff in my life.
We all do.
I believe there's currently some updates going on the website. Some people have been having issues trying to buy things. There was a drop for Did
the Aura Mecha drop go on today?
Yeah, that was starting, and I believe there were issues with the buy button not bringing up MetaMask or something like that. So
oh my god, here it is.
The staff is aware that there are problems with that right now, and it is the weekend. I'm not sure who all is available to work on fixing that, but I know that it's that they're trying to get that fixed. The staff
I'm going to drop a link. I'm going to drop a link for it anyway in the chat. Just understand that it's broken, possibly broken, but this is a beautiful collection. I have been Really excited, waiting for this one to drop.
Oh, they're decent prices too.
Yeah,
Is anything above 20 sand on this?
it doesn't look like it. Dude,
Nice.
it's all complete sets of mech aura armor. Like, oh, but still my heart.
Very cool. Yeah, definitely
That's
want to check
rad.
these out. Looks like there's 50 of each for sale. They're holding 10 in reserve, probably. Um, and yeah, the fact that none of them have sold yet, I think, is just because of the issues with the website. So, you could keep trying, or wait for an announcement. Um, so
I'm gonna keep trying.
yeah. All right. So with the Warner Music Group Game Jam, what was going on with this?
You wanted to make sure we pointed out the Rockstar community item.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Okay, gotcha.
So we can see we got a bunch of Suecos dancing on a record there. So the Sandbox users are invited to create a game experience around the theme of music. You are free to create a social experience, but a game with a storyline as well. Surprise us. Please note that you are not allowed to integrate any current WMG artists or IPs in your submission. So that was kind of the opposite of the Atari thing there. That they at some point in the future, maybe we'll have a Sueco jam, maybe we'll have some other music act as part of the jam, but not for this one. It's just the theme of music. As usual, it's a 30,000 sand prize pool split among the top 10 entries in the following ways. First place is 12,000 sand. Second place is 7,000 sand. Third place is 4,000 sand. And 4th through 10th places receive 1,000 sand each. Kind of the typical rules going on here. And that's pretty much it. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
Lucas.
Yes, sir.
Can you message Panda?
Would love to.
And I know Panda's in the chat here somewhere. Maybe Panda can even share it to the chat. We have a questionnaire out currently. I think it was tweeted out and shared on Discord. After this game jam ceremony, we're planning for the next game jam in March. It's our first 2023 game jam, and we are looking to shake things up a bit. We are looking for what kind of themes people are interested in seeing, and we're looking to take advantage of the new mechanics in 0.8. So we want people's feedback. What are they looking to see? Somebody said Avenged Sevenfold Game Jam. Put that in the forum. We can reach out to our account managers in contacts with those different brands, so that way we can possibly get the ball rolling on those sorts of ideas. So give your feedback, give your suggestions. We'll collect those answers from the community. Thank you, Vpire. Vpire had the link for us in the chat there. It's just a simple survey. Give some info, and which themes would you like to see in the next game jam? And your opinions are important. Feel free to share your feedback. So whatever you'd like to tell us about that. Hodl also got us the tweet. Let me just
boom.
Got the right thing here. Yeah. So yeah, some info there, and yeah, fill that out. Let us know, and we will take all that feedback into consideration as we plan not just the next jam, but all future jams. We're going to try to evolve with this process. Congratulations to V on getting hired as our new Game Maker community manager.
Congratulations, V.
Excellent person for the job. And she's going to be available to talk to people on Discord and Twitter and stuff to share and help everybody learn, answer questions about the Game Maker and about best practices for entering into a game jam. And we hope to make everything about this program better. All right. Now, we are going to show off the top 10 Sandbox XWMG. Wait, TSB XWMG. This is like an anime name.
A wonderful, wonderful anime.
We are going to show off the top 10 here. And I may have to, VLC's being a little goofy, so I may have to fiddle with the audio. But we're going to go check those out now. So, top 10 in no particular order. These are our competitors for the WMG Game Jam. All right, we've got Rocket Adventure by Sapperlight.
Yeah, does that Care Bear have a rocket pack?
It does have a rocket pack. I'm not sure if that's equipment or part of the avatar.
That's what I'm wondering.
We got Mantra Music Fest by Paraplui Studio. We got a party person, Playboy party person there. The Ant and the Grasstoven by Finding Monsters.
I remember when we played that one.
I haven't played this one yet.
Maybe I remember watching Joe playing it.
I was gonna say.
I remember watching
we did play this one.
play it.
Babylon
Yes,
Beatdown by the John Crow. This was a very educational game.
You were trying really hard on that one, and I remember having a lot of fun messing with you.
Next, we got DJ Rhythm Game by Lee Young 0910. I hope I said that right.
Wow. I never played this one.
Next, we got Dung Dung Ta by Double P Go Go.
That custom avatar is amazing.
It's like Guitar Hero, sort of. It's very cool.
Wow.
Next is Hoverboard Hero, Dux's Diamond Dash by Fred and Ferd and Roxy Miguel. We did play this on stream.
We did.
This had some really fun mechanics with the hoverboard. We had lots of fun messing with physics there. Next is Music Life by R Wheel. This was another, the presentation on this one was excellent. I remember. Loved that that guitar skateboard. Super cool custom animations. Next is The Symphony Beat by Kajoijit. Kajoijit's always in these top 10s. Kajoijit's a consistent competitor.
They're always in the game jams, and they're always in the VoxEdit contest. They're putting in the work.
Next is Fan Invasion by Green23 and Enhei Cho. I apologize. I am not good with these names. All right, so that was our top 10. Thank you, Half Dork, for putting together these videos for us. Man, I think this is my new desktop background here. This looks great. We're just gonna vibe in this space right here.
It's looking good.
All right. So, now that we've announced those top 10, I want to share something else. This is not the only award thing going on for these games.
What?
If you are part of the WMG community, you are going to get a chance to vote on these as well. So this is the Rockstar's Community Choice Award. I don't really have a thing to show on the screen for this. I have a document, but it's not really like, it's like a work in progress kind of thing. So this is only for WMG pass holders. I can bring that up though. I don't know if this is still on sale. You might be able to get this on secondary. It doesn't look like it's still on sale on the Sandbox Marketplace. I'm gonna bring this up here. So this is the WMG pass. So this was a pretty cool utility token, basically. I mean, it's an NFT. It's a Sandbox asset, but it kind of functions as a utility token also. had a whole bunch of cool benefits associated with this. Uh, they had a bunch of programs back in the summer for being able to like promote your favorite bands and artists for like a special summer playlist. There were all sorts of other things going on with that. Um, and now this will unlock your ability to vote for the Rockstar's Community Choice Award for one of these top 10 games that we just showed you. So WMG is going to take care of voting through their Discord. Rockstars is a role that is given to users on Discord who have the WMG pass and have verified their account with I'm not sure which verification tool that they use on there, but it's pretty simple to get set up. So hold this this NFT in your wallet. Go to the WMG Discord. I don't know if we have a link for that. Ah, we do. It is discord.com/WMG Gaming. Just put it in the chat. And once you verify your account there, you'll be getting the Rockstar role, which will give you special access to the Game Jam Community Vote channel, which is only visible to people with that role. All of the entries will have their trailers shown there, and you'll be able to check those out. And we also encourage you to play them using the 0.7 Game Maker. Now, if you've uninstalled the 0.7 Game Maker because you wanted to use the 0.8 Game Maker, no worries. You can still go back and forth between those. You can actually download them right from the website now. I don't know why I opened this up on a new tab. I already have the Sandbox open, but when you click the download button now, you'll see that there's links for downloading 0.7 still. So you got the big buttons for Mac OS and Windows for getting 0.8, and then right beneath, you can still download the 0.7 versions, which will help you be able to play those as accurately to their original intent as possible.
That's awesome.
Let's see, are there any more details in here? The entry having the most engagement will be the winning one, so I'm guessing you have to react with an emoji. Yes, Rockstar users will be able to vote by reacting to the message for each competitor using one defined emoji, the fire emoji. The entry with the most engagement will be the winning one. The prize for the winner will be an exclusive NFT from WMG and the Sandbox.
I
want to know what that exclusive NFT is. I don't know what it
is. Alex is like, how exclusive are we talking here?
What's the vote? Like? I like shiny things. The vote will start on the 6th of March at 10 a.m. UTC and end on the 8th of March at 10 p.m. UTC. So only get like 2.5 days there. So make sure you get your votes in if you have that Rockstar role. And you've got over a week to get that role. So make sure you do that if you're interested. The announcements will be done on the 13th of March. Winner will be announced in a WMG live stream. Players will be able to find the experiences on the Game Maker gallery and need to be played in the 0.7 version. All right.
The WMG, excuse me. The WMG Discord link is giving a page not found.
Oh no. I'm in that Discord. Maybe we can make an invite to that page.
Yeah.
The link probably expired or something.
That's what I'm thinking. 1 second, looking for it. I know there's Discord in here somewhere. So many Discords. There we go. Got it. Okay.
You got a link for it?
Yeah, I got a link for it. Give me 1 second.
Awesome. I also found one, but I'll let you do it.
Got it. All righty. Here you go, everyone. Here's a link to, here's a invite to the WMG Discord.
Oh no, I broke Lucas.
It's okay.
There you go.
I was broken before you got to
me. You just became like a black box for some reason. I'm not sure what happened there. Looks like the WMG pass is still for sale. Oh, okay. I had a sell button for it instead of a buy button, but it's because I already own one and I have sell access, so I'm not sure why. Ah, Lucas is broken again. What is going on? I just need to not let you be in the background at all. All right. So with that, I'm gonna hide my screen again. And we're gonna bring up our third place competitor for the WMG Game Jam. Ooh, there we go. Congratulations to Babylon Beatdown by the John Crow.
There we go.
Or congratulations to the John Crow for making the Babylon Beatdown.
Either way works.
Our third place winner for the WMG Game Jam. Congratulations. We had a lot of fun playing this one, and it was like the stream went extra long because I didn't want to leave it unfinished.
Yeah, neither one of us really minded. I enjoyed watching, you enjoyed playing. We both had fun with that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just had a whole like basic music intro to music theory course. It was great.
Yeah.
I remember we had a lot of fun with I'm trying to remember, was it like a record launcher or something?
Yeah, record launcher. It was like the pizza launcher from the Turtles. I remember that very specifically.
I remember you bringing up Ninja Turtles. There it is.
Yeah, the disc launcher.
Gotta get rid of all the rude boys, or convert them into singing and dancing people.
Or just blasting them into notes.
Yeah.
And then it was blasting.
Got hit him with the beat. All right. Well, congratulations, the John Crow. Excellent work. There was a little bit of everything in that game. It was educational. It was fun. And one of the things that was really cool about that game for me, and I mentioned it when we were streaming it, was the mechanic of having the clouds disappear as you like complete the quests, because you're improving the environment of the place you're in. So it starts off with like really thick, heavy clouds and like flashes of lightning. And then as you beat the quests, the clouds start to disappear and you get brighter patches of light coming through. And it was just a really beautiful effect and really added to the atmosphere in a cool way. And I hope that this gets a nice remaster in 0.8 with now that we have more cloud effects. I would leave the clouds disappearing the way that they did in 0.7, because they're nice, thick, chunky voxel clouds that look really cool. But now we also have the weather transformation, so we can do VFX like rain. I'm not sure if there's a lightning flash. There probably is. But there's definitely lots of lighting effects. So you could make the lighting more dramatic through the whole thing. So be a great candidate for a remaster there. Do you have any thoughts on it, Lucas?
I mean,
besides Ninja Turtles?
Is there anything besides Ninja Turtles? No, just the entire game was fun. The way it was put together, it seemed like it was a lot bigger than it actually was. I remember, like, as you're running through it, I felt like we were constantly exploring new areas. And it was all kind of like the same stuff on repeat, but it was really well decorated and really well put together. So it looked, you could tell you were in a different area. So it looks like they had a very economical, a very efficient and effective means of putting it together as well. It was a lot of fun. It was really cool. Like you said, it told a story and it taught a lesson. It made me think of those STEM toys that I'm always buying for my goddaughter. They trick her into having fun and having a lesson. and she thinks like, oh, I'm having a great time, when in all actuality I'm getting to teach her about physics, and that's wonderful. And I felt kind of the same thing about this, like it was teaching a lesson, but at the same time we were having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, and it really shows the possibilities for bringing back like a 90s term, edutainment.
Yeah.
um that I don't hear people talking about it so much anymore, but it's still very much a thing. I think it's
Oh
because
yeah.
I think we don't hear about edutainment so much anymore because video games as an educational tool has become so much more of a common idea as like as Gen Xers kind of like take over school departments and like all those roles in education. And we see that with people like Becky Latoff, who's our head of education here at the Sandbox. um, uh, Education has always been a thing in the Sandbox. um, I I have a friend from college. His wife is a teacher and remembers when I told her what I did. She was like, "Oh, we used that iPhone app in our classroom." Talking about, I think, the Sandbox Evolution, or maybe the original Sandbox. But she
Nice.
remembered teaching classes because the mobile game, the older one, uh, had a lot of educational stuff in it, and they were actually using that in classes. And when I first started working with the Sandbox, I remember Seb was constantly on plane flights to like Japan and Korea and other places around the world to like go to schools to like promote these tools, because yeah, we're having fun, we're playing games, but we're also learning how to build games, and that's a great education. But not only do you learn how to build games and learn the kind of logic to build up games, which is great for these game jams, you can also make games that are educational, and we saw that with this one, which was really cool to see somebody teaching the fundamentals of music.
Absolutely.
And you could teach anything. I mean, I've seen people making museums of history games. We've played a couple of those on stream before. Games that people put together to like teach historical facts. There's all sorts of stuff that you can do with that. That Care Bears game where you were like doing color theory and
Oh yeah, yeah.
puzzles and stuff like that. So there's a lot of possibilities there, and it's going to be exciting to see what people do with that.
Agreed.
All right, now announcing our second place winner in the Warner Brothers Music. It's not Warner Brothers. I'm getting the name wrong. WMG Game Jam. Second place goes to Hoverboard Heroes, Dux's Diamond Dash by Fredenford and Roxy Miguel.
Nice.
This one was all about the vibes. This had like that kind of Tony Hawk feeling of exploring a space, having lots of different paths around that you could do. And also, I had fun making the hoverboard fly. Great trailer too. That's those nice 80s vaporwave vibes.
Oh, I love it. The glitchy after effect, that fuzzy screen feel. Yeah, I really got into the vibe on this one. Oh, just so you know, Adam Sale is in the chat, and apparently they are the mastermind behind Babylon Beatdown.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
We've got Roxy Miguel's in the chat as well. Okay. I recognize the John Crow logo on your profile there.
Yeah.
All right. Congratulations to Fredenford and Roxy Miguel for winning second place in the WMG Game Jam. All right. I'm going to get the Game Maker fired up. We're back in proper form here, where we do our top 10 in no particular order. We show you videos of third place and second place, and then we do first place winner by playing it live.
We're gonna go ham on first place.
So we're gonna get the Game Maker fired up here. Give me a moment to navigate there. And somebody asked, I saw in the chat there was a question here. Where'd it go? Y'all should release an OS. I don't know what they mean by OS. TSB Classic. Maybe OG TSB Classic. I never played the original, to be honest. I think I played a particle physics game like it, though. That might have actually been the original.
Yeah.
I showed it on stream a long time ago. I'm not sure where exactly the easiest place to find it is. But the guy who develops VoxEdit, the guy in charge of VoxEdit's development, is actually the original creator of the first Sandbox game, which was I don't know if it was in Java or like Shockwave or one of those really old applets. But it was like a little black box, and you could sprinkle some sand, and you could sprinkle some water, and then you could say fire, and the sand would turn to glass or to lava or something like that. And it would turn the water into steam, and you'd make like a whole little ecosystem. You'd try to make like a little circular ecosystem, and inevitably it would all break down because you were getting a little too spicy with the fire. But that was the original, the Sandbox. I think it was called the Sandbox, but it wasn't the Sandbox brand. And then that was by Oni, and then he started working with Seb and Arthur, and they made the iPhone app, and it was a bit of a hit.
Bit of a hit.
Yeah.
Bit of a hit.
Yeah, a few million downloads on the first one. And that was the OG, the Sandbox. And then they had the Sandbox Evolution, and I don't know if you still can. For a while, you could get them on Steam. They ported them to PC. I'm not sure if those are still supported anymore. When the Sandbox 3D first started, people used to come into the Discord all the time for the 3D, the Sandbox that we currently are in right now, and they would be asking about the iPhone app. And we're like, that's not like nobody working over here works on that project. Like it's two separate projects. So we would direct them to the other Discord. So I'm not sure if they're still supporting that or not. It was called Pyro Sand. That would have been something different. Might have been inspired by what Oni did, because his was from like 2003.
Oh, we said it at the same time. It has to be true.
Not that early, I don't think. It probably would have been closer to like 2007, something like that. Still, long time ago. But yeah, it was those apps. I don't know. Maybe there will be a remaster someday. I think we're very focused on this space now, and trying to advance. But you know what's cool about tools like the Sandbox. And we see this with Minecraft and other games like it, mostly Minecraft though, is people developing games inside of games. So what you see with Minecraft with all the redstone technology is people are like making like 8-bit computers out of like giant like Amazon warehouse sized buildings. With just a whole bunch of contraptions clicking away, and the thing runs like really super slowly compared to an actual microchip, but they're actually making they actually made a display that like turns colors on and off somehow, like, you know, pops out a little bit of colored sheep's wool or lights a torch or something. And they make computers with displays and controls and everything, and it's wild. I feel like somebody made either like Pong or Tetris in Minecraft, maybe both. At this point, probably both have been made.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have a friend who I have no idea how, but he basically, like exactly what you're talking about. He turned this entire plot of land into like a big circuit board. and it performed super basic tasks, and it was based off of like the completing of circuits and the ones and zeros that are on and off, and it was nuts. He spent like a year and a half making it all.
So what would be really cool to see is somebody using presets, using our message system, using the VFX, and making the original Sandbox from before the iOS app in the Sandbox. Somebody's got to do it, right?
It's a Sandception.
Yeah, Sandception. Like you got to have it like spawn little grains of sand in. It'd be 1 voxel each, right? And they're gonna spawn in little sand objects, and then when they get touched by little fire objects, they'll turn to glass. And when the fire particles get touched by water particles, those water particles will turn into steam. I don't know how you're gonna do with physics. Like, I don't know. Maybe we're not there yet, but I think somebody can figure it out.
Absolutely,
it'd be really cool to see. So, make a sandbox in the Sandbox. Maybe that should be our game jam. I think that one might be a little. We'll get like 2 entries.
Just one of those Zen garden sandbox things, and that's it. Like, well, you got the theme, literally, but not quite.
All right. So, without any further ado,
we're gonna play number 1 now.
Presenting the first place winner for the WMG Game Jam in the Sandbox. We've got The Ant and the Grasstoven by Metabox Studios. Metabox Studio, sorry. Congratulations. You won. So we're going to give that a play.
Won it all. Which is kind of perfect because, like you were just saying, you haven't played this one yet.
I have not played this one. I'm going in fresh.
It's quite beautiful.
I played a few of the WMG Game Jam ones, but I did not get a chance to play this one. So, let's go.
Let's
tell them what they won. We already did that part. It's what was the grand prize? 13,000 sand, I think.
Who says tell them what they won? Oh, I see it there. Yeah.
I think it's 13,000 sand for the.
We've already told them what they want. If we say it again, it will devalue the prize. That's not true.
I don't think it works that way. It's still the same amount every single time we say it. It's 1 sand
exactly
less.
Yeah.
All right. So our quest is working ants. It's a warm spring day. The ants are working hard to collect food. Shall we speak to the ant? Oh, so this is like the metaphor of the ants and the grasshopper. Not metaphor. What's the word I'm looking for?
Story. Like a word for story.
Fable. Not a metaphor.
There you go.
Yep. Fable. And we've got. Oh, we're so adorable. Okay. First of all, love that the antenna wiggle when we move. Look at that.
Yep.
Look at that little antenna wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Also, we're holding a violin. Or a fiddle, probably, technically, right? A fiddle and a bow.
I mean, it is a grasshopper. Fiddle makes way more sense.
I think the grasshopper in the story plays the fiddle.
Oh.
I'm reaching back like more than 25 years to remember this story from bedtime when I was like 6 years old. 20. Oh.
The grasshopper and the ant, or the ant and the grasshopper? I
just did the math.
It's one of Aesop's fables.
Yeah. I'm not 31 anymore. And yeah, love the scale. We got these giant flowers, this compass. I love this compass asset, by the way. This thing is beautiful. I want this compass. Even like, look at this, it's got like scratches on the inside of the lid.
Yeah.
I don't know how well you can see through the stream. It is so detailed, but not in like a ridiculous way. Like, it's just the right amount of detail, and it looks really good. And the characters look great.
I'm going to disagree. I'm going to say it is a ridiculous amount of detail, but in a good way. Because when I saw that, I originally thought that the background on that was like, it was an NFT frame or something like that. Because it's just so well done with all the little scratches and everything. I had probably spent like a couple minutes just staring at that.
All right, we gotta talk to this ant though.
Okay.
Hey, grasshopper. You will starve to death if you don't store up food for the winter and just play the music all day long. Well, I'll succeed in music. In my opinion, it is very difficult to have success in music. You better find something to eat for the winter. Is this like is this flipping the fable on its head? And it's gonna,
I believe it is.
Are we gonna succeed in music because we are the talent?
Yes.
You better find something to eat for the winter. Grasshopper is in a bad mood. All right, we got a turntable in the background here. The grasshopper found an old LP with music playing on it. He thinks that he will get some musical inspiration. Check the note indicated on the sign. You must collect the corresponding note. Are you ready? Okay, we gotta grab the note. Okay. I think we've got a bird behavior probably that's pulling us all around. Ooh, there we go.
That is so cool.
So the notes also move in a circle, so they're kind of predictable, but it's still challenging.
A little difficult to, yeah.
It's still difficult to be a successful musician. Whoa. We went a little fast there. Get over here. Get. I dig this music though. People don't use this one as often. It's got nice vibes. Oh, it's a boot. I thought it was like a tree branch in the background. It's actually a boot. What does it say on the record? Something... Lomo... Cooking? Nancy? I'm not sure.
Nancy Lomo cooking? Conbox? Sandbox. No. C-O... Yeah, I have a great idea, actually. I'm gonna take a screenshot. There we go. No more moving. Me am much smart.
Oh, Nancy Lil is a TSB maker. Okay. This is the Rabbids track, I think. Yeah, you're right. This plays in the Rabbids hub.
Conbox? C-O-N-B-O-X or C-A-N-B-O-X?
Autumn has already begun. Shall we listen to the music made with the notes you collected? How do you like it? It's a great music. I look forward to this competition. This music will be a great song. Keep it till the end. We made jingle bells. Check the note indicated on the sign. You must collect the corresponding note. Are you ready? You will get damage if you collect incorrect notes. Oh. Okay. It's good that we have the not ready yet, because the first time I was up to the sign, I was actually like standing in front of the note and I couldn't really see it. So we need to collect... These are 8th notes, I believe. I might be wrong. Ooh, where'd it go? Is it spinning faster?
I was just about to say, I think it's spinning faster, Alex. What happens if you hit the needle arm? Does it do anything? Does it stop you, or do you just pass right through it?
Ooh. Well, there's more notes. It's kind of dangerous to be over there right now.
Okay.
Is it? So All right, I'm having fun, but is this what it's like to get a swirly? I
don't know. I've never given or received one.
That was a very like 90s thing, wasn't it? Oh yeah, we can take a rest in the middle here.
Oh dang, that's quite thoughtful of them.
Yeah. Oh, almost got it. I did take damage though.
Really?
Because I hit a wrong note.
Oh, if you hit the wrong note, you take damage.
Yeah. And when it's moving really fast, it's kind of hard to see.
How do you know which note is the right note?
Their shape.
Oh,
so
okay.
we need the one with the little bar across the top. That one.
Oh, the ones that you need to grab are the ones that light up in the background.
No, they appear there after we pick them up.
Gotcha. Well, I have no idea what's going on.
There's a sign before we start.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that's what I was saying. It's nice that you can say, no, I'm not ready yet, because...
oh, I see now. Okay.
There's so many! Oh.
Maybe that's what happens when you rest, is more pop up?
It's every single time I'm collecting them, more are popping up. Okay, this is actually really hard now. No, stop touching the wrong notes. Don't play bad notes.
Stop doing what you're doing.
This is why you must practice 25 hours a day. Ah. Give me it. Thank you. Oh, we need we need 9 more good notes.
Oh no.
No more bad notes, or I think we die.
So if you die on the record, does your body just sit there and spin for all eternity, or like what?
I don't know.
The next adventurer comes along and they're like just moving you off with their foot.
And the ants come by and they're like, told them.
Oh, and now there's food for the ants for the winter.
They'll eat anything.
This game got dark.
Come on. So what might be interesting, and I don't think it would be too hard to set up, is you could make difficulty levels with this, because a game like this could potentially be like motion sickness inducing for some people. Oh no!
Okay.
Oh no! I died. I spun out.
The ants are gonna eat you.
Hey, it's Swanko. Poor thing. You didn't listen to me like that, and you ended up dead. It's pathetic.
Oh, wow. So mean.
Oh, man. This is a great ending credits.
Definitely digging it. Hey, how about I drop that form now?
Yes. Let's do that. All right. Let's give
Giveaway
another
form
try.
coming in hot.
All right. So yeah, you could make you could set the challenge level by changing the speed of the record. So have different records spawn in that have a different turn. You use the preset system to say, okay, this record turns at this speed, this record turns at this speed. You can even have it play a different song, and like look different. You know, have a different label on it for each record.
I like that. It would show different speeds or whatever.
Yeah, and then that could be your difficulty setting.
I like that. Ooh, yeah, like a jukebox.
That I think that would be very difficult to model. You know, have the whole
Yes.
jukebox like in the space, but it would be very cool.
Yeah. You select easy and a green record comes down, and you select medium and a yellow record gets put down.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Also, I really like the fact that it's an old-timey record player. Like they could have gone CD player, they could have gone mixer, They could have gone a million different directions with this, and they went old-timey record player, and I feel like it really just fits.
Yeah, definitely. So you were asking about the stick, and you can get stuck on it, sort of.
Okay.
Or I'm not sure if you're stuck on the stick or just the edge of the record. I think you're just stuck on the edge of the record.
Can you use that to your advantage?
Like it drags you away, so the angle of it, you like slide down. And last time there was a note that was about. The reason I didn't try it before was there was a note that would hurt us bouncing up and down right next to it.
One of the death notes. Wait a second.
Get back here. But yeah, it works really well though. All the notes are spawning instantly as soon as you pick up the previous one.
Yeah, they definitely spent a good amount of time on like the quality control side of this game.
Tailbar LLC likes the fact that the record is cracked on the edges.
I was thinking the exact same thing. It's just it's clearly seen some days, and I really like that. It's like if that record could talk, it would. I guess it kind of can.
It would have tales to tell.
It really would. It's seen some things. I mean, at least one grasshopper has died on it. We know that for a fact.
There's so many. No! I was trying to get to safety in the middle.
I mean, you're doing all right.
It wasn't safe. No, stop! The bad notes keep coming from my hiding place in the middle.
Maybe they do that on purpose because they know you can. They knew you would be able to hide in these spots, so they made that like a more likely spawn point for said death note.
No. Stop.
There are moments mid-play where you can just see Alex's like verge of giving up.
I've picked up every single bad note.
Do the good notes give you more health back?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I have 20 HP. Yeah.
You're fine. Tis but a flesh wound.
Oh, wait. Oh, I can stand on this one, too. It's very challenging. Stop.
Was it as challenging as trying to get those 4 dots to line up?
The what?
The other day, the last time we filmed a show, you were faced with the challenge of placing 4 dots within inside 4 boxes for the Star Atlas Game Jam.
Oh, this is not nearly as hard as I blocked that memory out.
I'm about to say, if you don't remember that, that's repression.
I was like, dots? I don't remember anything about dots.
Wow. Oh, wow, that is straight up repression, because we were on that for a while.
No.
This last scene is so wonderful.
Those ants are brutal.
They're really mean. But I mean, I kind of expected ants to be kind of catty, so they're just falling right into line.
Did you know that A Bug's Life is basically a combination of this story and Seven Samurai?
I did not know that, but now that you say it, I can definitely see influences from both in here.
I mean, the plot is like dead exact
in there.
Seven Samurai. Except,
yeah, I was about to say.
There's one reversal, though. In Seven Samurai, only one of the samurai is not actually a samurai. And in A Bug's Life, all of the warrior bugs are not warrior bugs.
Yeah. It's a pretty big split, but still, it's you're right. There's
but the rest of the plot is almost identical. It's just
a lot of parallels in there
with just the framing of the grasshopper
bugs.
and the ant.
Yeah, that's awesome. I never would have thought about that. It's also been many years since I've engaged with either. Bug's Life is fun. I should probably throw that on the TV for my goddaughter.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Got it.
Well done. You were like, I'm just gonna wait for you to come to me.
That was a bad one. Damaged me.
Oh, I can't really see the life bar because it's covered up by the chat on your side.
But with the delay, you said that right as soon as I pulled off a difficult jump to get a good one that was on top of a bad one.
That's what I was talking about, obviously.
So I'll take it.
I'll take it. Yeah, clearly it worked out in my favor.
Does anybody have any like technique tips? I'm just collecting all the bad ones. It's fine. Anybody good at this game? I'm not. Ooh. No. What really gets me is the getting flung. Like if I try to like pause for a second to like adjust, and then it takes me for a spin around a time or two, I always end up picking like 2 or 3 ones that I'm not supposed to in that moment.
Got it.
Oh. Julie G. Hooley in the chat.
Yes, she is.
I suck at it too, but I love it. It's the music makes it all forgivable. We're jamming. This reminds me of like Gullah Gullah Island, maybe, or like Radio Disney in the 90s.
Okay. But see, I have no idea what Gullah Gullah Island is, but Radio Disney. Picking up on it.
It was a TV show about, I think, a real life island, actually.
Okay.
There was a big, I think the host of that show died a few years ago, and there was a big, like, a big collective, like, oh no, my memories.
Gotcha.
There was like a big frog puppet or something. Was it a frog? Or like some sort of reptile? I don't remember. It wasn't a show that I really watched as a kid, but I remember it existing.
Gullah Island?
I might have been a little bit too old for it. I don't remember.
Gullah Gullah Island. There was a giant yellow frog or reptile looking. Maybe it's a gecko. I'm gonna go with gecko.
Gecko sounds.
He's got these big
some sort of
dots
amphibian
on the end of his thing. Yeah. What
I
was the
jumped right
creature
over it.
in Gullah Gullah?
It was a Gullah Gullah.
I mean, if that's the answer, I will be
No,
quite
it's
happy.
not. I don't think so. I keep on jumping right over this note. Come. Yes! Oh, I got it! I got it! I got it!
It was a giant tadpole? That doesn't sound right. That sounds like a lie.
What was that?
The description says it was hosted by a giant tadpole, and I'm just like, that doesn't sound.
What
No,
was it?
that's what it says. But the giant yellow has hands and legs. I mean, are there yellow tadpoles? I don't know.
Well, tadpoles do grow arms and legs before they become a full frog, but
They do.
he looks like an actual full frog more than a tadpole. I guess it's because he still has a tail.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Guess we'll never know. It's just a Pokemon running around before its time.
He was a polywog.
That's a made-up word.
I don't think it is.
I don't think it is either.
It sounds. You remember the show Doug?
Yes.
Like, how could you forget?
Yeah. Quail Man.
What was the thing? No, not Quail Man. What was the thing that he was trying to find? A nematode. He was trying to find a nematode, and I think the joke in the show is that a nematode wasn't a real thing. Except nematodes are a real thing. It's another word for like a roundworm, I think. It's a parasite. So
Yeah.
it's like but they made it sound like it was some sort of like
Fictitious creature.
Cute, like mystical amphibian, like a salamander or something like that. And so he's like, look, he's searching for a nematode, and as a kid, I'm like, oh, that's not a real thing. And then as an adult, I'm like, oh no, you don't want to find a nematode. That's a bad time.
You usually find it when you're at the doctor and they're like, I'm sorry, you have nematodes.
Oh man, my face hurts. All right,
Mine
the
does
winter
too,
has
it's
arrived.
wonderful.
Shall we listen to the music made with the notes you collected? The music is approaching its completion. Jingle bells, jingle bells. I'm sure that you'll become a great musician once you finish making this music. Oh, I guess it makes sense that if we're going towards winter, he's making Christmas music.
I like that.
We have been healed. Can we get a better look at our character? Oh, it's so dark, though. I really like the 0.8 character screen. You can see your character so much better now. All right, now we need to find... Is it 16th notes? Whole is a circle. Idea. Half is like a filled-in oval. Quarter is with the line. 8th is with the tail. 16th is with 2 tails. So this is the 16th note. These are things you would have learned if you had been paying better attention to our second place winner. Or our third place winner, sorry.
This is very true.
The John Crow
Very
education on stream. I got it right? That is a 16th note, right? I played bass a good bit, but I never really learned to sight read. All right. So we're going for 16th notes. You must collect the corresponding note. Are you ready? You'll get damaged if you touch the bees. There's bees now?
Uh-oh. Did you bring your EpiPen?
What happens if we squish it? Will it be a B flat?
Bam!
Oh my god! They're huge!
They are gigantic. They are not mucking around. Wow.
These things are terrifying.
They really are.
And they're really hard to avoid.
They're just like, get over here so I can sting you.
Wow. I need some. Whoa. I need. some health things.
Let's say support. Some air support.
Oh wait, there's wrong notes also? So I have to dodge B's and wrong notes? I don't even see a right note for me to pick up. All I see is 8th notes. I don't see a 16th note.
Sounds like they're asking a lot of you.
Did they change the note? Oh wait, I see it now. It's way up there. Ah. Get over here. No, come back. No. Oh my gosh. Wait, how did I get 4 out of 5? I thought I had 3 out of 4 quests last time, and now I've got 4 out of 5. Did the number of quests grow? Oh.
I have no idea. Not Jackie Chan says you nailed it with that B flat joke, and I completely agree. No matter what happens, no matter how many times you die, you still nailed that.
The John Crow says I should be good. But like my blood type says, I need to be positive.
Oh, snap.
All right, we're gonna try one more time.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to beat this. How's our giveaway going?
I was just about to close that form out.
All right.
I will let one more entry come through. Bam.
Wow, those bees are scary though.
They really are.
Bees aren't supposed to be that big compared to grasshoppers, I don't think. Maybe to a cricket. Maybe I'm like a grasshopper nymph. Is that what those are called? Yeah. Like the little baby grasshoppers?
A little baby. Yeah, and they're big bumblebees.
They're big like big killer hornets? Murder hornets?
Murder hornets.
Yeah.
Because, you know, 2021 needed more. Like, you know what people aren't scared of right now? The sky. Let's work on that.
Balloons.
Stupid murder hornets.
What year was it that clowns were coming out of the woods? You remember that?
I don't.
That's like a twinkle in history. Now it's like it wasn't even that long ago, but it feels like forever ago.
Yeah,
2016.
No, wow. It was closer than that. I feel like it was more recent than that.
The Clow year? Was this the Cards of Clow? What are we? I mean,
huh?
Little Card Captor Sakura reference there.
I am deduping currently, so I will be back to view the chat here in a second.
All right. Dagnabbit. No, stop touching the wrong ones. At least it refills your health. I mean, it teleports you, so your health is instantly retrieved when you respawn elsewhere. You know, it'd be interesting. I don't know that I would like this mechanic because it's nice to have your health refilled. But I suppose you can make... stop it! You could try to make a mechanic that every time the player gets damaged, an asset somewhere off screen is modified. So that way when you teleport to a new location, it will know to damage the player for that amount of health. So your health is persistent after teleporting. I'm not entirely sure how that would work, though. I think it would be more trouble than it's worth to have something that everybody would hate. Because people like having their health revived, so... We're almost there. No, I almost had it. No. I would also, since health and damage messages are working, I would probably give just a little bit of health when you collect the right ones, just because it is very challenging to get these. Where's the next one? There it is. Giddy. Ew. Ah. I need 3 more, and I can take 2 hits, I think.
You got this. Got it, dude.
Two more. No! I've got 1 hit left. No! Ah! I needed 1. Ah! So close. Oh, man.
You did good. I'm proud of you. You didn't win, and you died a whole bunch, but I'm proud of you.
Not Jackie Chan says, as long as you always have a plan in the back of your mind for a swarm of killer bees coming in any second, you're fine.
Yeah. And my plan is always the same. That is to find one of those narrow reeds in a lake or a river, and I'm going to dive under the water and use the reed to breathe, like in every cartoon I've ever seen. It's a flawless plan. Nothing can go wrong with it.
You just got to keep one of those metal boba straws in your pocket. Because you never know if there's going to be a reed growing in the water that you need.
Or boba. I mean, that's just good planning all around.
Yeah.
I got that winner.
All right, who's our winner?
Congratulations goes out to Sanctum 5 over on Twitch TV. You have won Wizzy's purple hat. Please wear it with pride.
All right. Congratulations. What do you mean a lead blanket? Is that... That sounds toxic. Not
it's only
Jackie
toxic
Chan.
if you're absorbing the lead, but it could be used to block certain rays, like X-rays, like they do when you go into the doctor or the dentist.
Yeah. I guess if they said a lead vest, I would have thought that. But a lead blanket sounds
My weighted vest that I run with has lead weights in it. They're just wrapped in, they're coated in that rubberized material so that they don't leach into my skin, because that would make me go insane.
That sounds like a bad time.
It would be.
Maxie says, we had a kart race when I was in the Scouts. One of them hit a tree containing a wasp's nest, and we all got stung. Yikes.
That sounds like a great time. I mean, a bad time. One
of my earliest memories was from before I could read. There was a playground. My mom was big into aerobics in the 90s. And she was like either in a class or teaching a class at some building, and there was a playground outside of it. And it was not that weird in 1995 for an unsupervised 5-year-old to be running around outside by themselves. And I climbed up on this playground because I couldn't read the sign that said there was a wasp's nest or yellow jackets. Not bees, mean things. Were living inside of the playground and had not been exterminated yet. And there was just a swarm all around me, and the women exercising inside heard me screaming and came running out, and one of them grabbed me, and I remember getting scratched by her engagement ring, which at the time was like more painful than the stings. Except I got stung. I had like 3 big stings, and the worst one was on my eyelid. So we went to pick my dad up from the Navy base, and he was wondering why my eye was all swollen. I was holding ice to it. And it's because I had a sting on my eyelid.
That sounds wonderfully painful.
It was. I mean, it doesn't hurt anymore. That was a good almost 30 years ago now. So, yeah, not very fun.
No.
It made the movie My Girl slightly more traumatic.
Oh my god. Once again, things took a dark turn.
Which I also saw when I was like 5. All right. I wanted to show you all something though.
Yes, please.
Not sad or dark thing. Well, I guess the plot of this game's kind of dark, but it's not gotten into very much. Yesterday, the council, Joe's and my company, held our second monthly staff game jam, where we try to help all of us improve our skills. You know, not everybody in the council is a game maker developer, but I'd like everybody to have a shot at learning this stuff, and helps us become empathetic individuals towards the people whose games we're reviewing. We understand, what issues they encounter, how the stuff works, how to explain ways to improve better, and the difficulties around it. So I think it will make all of us better. So I decided, it was determined that the jam yesterday was to be making a coin collection or some sort of item collection parkour game. So you have to Mario style run around a space and collect things. And Otto asks if he forgot to close it. Is the form closed?
It's closed.
Okay.
Yeah, I closed it before I went in and started pulling things out, so she might be referring to something else.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see the original comment that's being replied to.
Yeah. Oh, she says no, not on the form.
Oh, okay. Got it. Anyway, I decided to revisit something that I made back in March of 2020.
So basically forever ago.
In Metaverse times, this was an epoch ago.
The dawn of time.
This was basically the dawn of time. I made this thing. This was before the Game Maker had that gray interface that it has now. This is me making up teleporting. We had no messages. Basically no behaviors. I think there was... Yeah, I don't think there were behaviors yet. There was moving platforms. There might have been birds circling. I'm trying to remember. What all do we see here? So we had speakers. So the joke was this guy has been stranded on this island. And the water's only 1 block deep, but he's afraid to cross the water.
Sounds like he deserves to be here.
And basically God's his brother. Check out these awesome edit and play buttons up at the top, and a reset button too.
Wait, those are part of the game?
This is part of the Game Maker at the time. Had a totally different user interface.
Wow, that was before my time then.
Yeah. Yeah, I had only been staff for a couple months at this point. 3 technically. Yeah, so you get little message boards to the Teleflower. We could only use the basic assets that came with the Game Maker. We couldn't upload assets at this point.
Oh,
there was no interface for artists to upload the assets that they had made. But you can see the familiar trees and bushes and stuff, some of the old blocks. So yeah, the flower was not a teleporter at all. I did that. I spun the camera around with the mouse and edited the video together to be like, it's a teleporter.
This is like questions. It's a teleporter.
we're like, this is like ideas and inspiration. Okay, we did have birds. I saw the bird flying around. And obviously we still don't have fall damage. But I wanted to show the height of a land. So I built this from the very bottom of the map all the way to the top. And so you can see as I zoom out here, this was actually taken from the editor, and I held back on the S key while pointing the camera down, so that way I could get like a zoom out kind of effect.
Okay.
And then I did a little cut transition with a white, like a white in, white out, so that way it looked like you're going through the clouds. And there's this little cloud temple up here with the guy who stranded on the island, his brother. It's basically like God or something. You go up there, and the idea is you drop rocks down from the top to make the bridge. We did have the physics back then. You see, there's like a house and some other stuff going on there. And then this was the whole map here. So that was maybe my second project in the Game Maker. It was so long ago.
Looks great. I mean, especially all things considered.
It was a lot of fun. This was when I was making a game every single week. I would make a game, put together a 30-second trailer, and then I would stream to explain what I had done, how I'd done it, and show the gameplay. This was the very earliest Sandbox streams that I did. So I decided to recreate that for this game jam. I had 4 hours, and this is what I put together. This was my first time really building in 0.8. And I gotta get that rent money.
He's really happy about telling you rent is due.
He's supposed to be the evil landlord. I didn't have enough time to build the actual house, so I'm paying rent for nothing, basically.
Oh, aren't we all? Aren't we all?
So I put in a slide here.
Nice. Wait, can you travel back up the slide?
You can jump a little bit, but it's like jumping up a slide in real life. You slide right back down.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Works basically as I'd expect it to.
Can dig it.
I spent way too much time building this little city and figuring out like the spacing of the crosswalks and the road stripes.
Of course you did.
Because I'm me.
You enjoy things looking how they should.
Yeah.
And you have that artist's eye for perfection. I'm sure that never drives you insane.
Doesn't drive anybody else insane either. They all love it.
Oh, swimming. I'm sure they do. They're like, we know we're going to get the best out of Alex once this is done, so we're okay with it.
Oh, I didn't mean people I work for. I meant people I live with.
I meant humanity in general.
Yeah, little caves going on. So this is all done with a base, like flat one by one that I dug down into. And I wanted to like take some time to experiment with some stuff that I hadn't seen before, like well, not seen, but I hadn't made before, like flame VFX.
Nice.
I think there's a... Ah, there it is. So we got less than a minute left, or we get a game over screen.
So it's completely timed, the entire game.
Yeah, you get 3 minutes to gather 50 coins, or you get evicted.
Okay. And at the end, when you collect the 50 coins, does that mean the game's done and you game over, or is that on
you
the
get a
next
victory
quest?
You get a victory screen.
Okay.
Now this
Gotcha.
was it was like the last 15 maybe 30 minutes that I put into the actual collecting of the coins and the quests. All the time before that was spent like
Terraforming?
Yeah, terraforming, placing buildings and stuff. So
sounds about right.
I didn't quite budget my time well enough. But you know, this is actually the first game jam I participated in. Oh, I lost.
Back to our example of drawing the birthday card.
What?
You draw the
yes.
H way too big.
I know, it took a second for me to remember what you were talking about. Yeah. I wrote happy birthday.
Okay.
and I didn't get the day. It was just birth.
Yeah. Happy birthday. If they don't know what you're talking about, then we clearly don't need to be friends.
So yeah, it's If you don't spend any time goofing around, it's not that hard to collect the coins in time. There are a few extra too, so if you miss one, it's not so bad. Originally, I had it to be 30 coins, and it was way too easy. I was going to make it more difficult last minute.
I can dig it.
And yeah, and then I published it to the gallery, so anybody can play this if they want. I'll probably do more with this. Maybe we'll spend some Saturdays building this out to be more than it is.
I like that, especially for exploring the new 0.8 mechanics. I think that would be fun and educational. Drakusha over on Twitch asks if anybody else is having problems entering the PCCW HKT Futura experience.
Was that the one that was like a mall?
I haven't explored it yet, but I know I've seen reports or a lot of people asking about having trouble getting into it. I believe it's an issue that is known about by the devs and it's being worked on.
I am on a PC.
couple issues. Yeah. I think they were asking Drakusha if they were on a PC.
Oh, okay.
Or a Mac. Yeah, Drakusha's on a PC. Yeah, I believe that there's a known issue and things are being worked on, actively worked on being fixed. I know that there was that, and there was also another issue where the number of quests you had completed weren't logging properly. Like somebody was at 200 and it went down to 0. And they were saying you don't need to worry about it. You weren't reset.
Yeah, I saw Panda reporting that on the staff chat.
Yeah, okay, good. So it's all over the place.
Yeah. I got some climbing vines there. Oh, no.
Those climbing vines always remind me of Alpha Season 1. I don't know why, but the second I see those, I think of the NFT Museum or the NFT Institute.
Yeah. There we go. Ta-da!
Wiener! Okay, so this is something I wanted to ask you about. This screen right here, Neighbor Games. So that's something that is a part of the 0.8 upgrade, or?
Yeah, that's intended for once we can do what we're calling soft publishing. We're hoping before the end of the year that people can publish their games to their land. So it wouldn't be like minting the game. Like we do still want to do the minting of the game, but there's more involved in that process. So before we are ready to mint the games, we want people to be able to publish them to their land. So you would see this screen. It probably isn't going to mean anything on the Game Maker gallery, but you could publish this and play it from the game client, and then it would recommend some games next to you on the map, so people can kind of explore organically.
Gotcha. So you're saying this won't be in the gallery. This will just be for the soft publishing.
I mean, I don't know exactly what it'll look like in the gallery once we have soft publishing, but I imagine like the gallery doesn't know where your stuff is published because, well, right now it's not published anywhere.
It's not on the land.
Yeah. So
gotcha.
I don't see that doing anything in the Game Maker, except that the Game Maker and Game Client are kind of coded together. So, it exists there, even though it's not really going to be used there.
Gotcha. I see that feature being another reason to want to buy like premium land. If you're loading up next to a premium plot and it's saying, hey, now that you played this, try also playing these games, that could be something that would draw people's eye.
So as
far as utility is concerned,
when you jump on the roof of a car, you automatically start crawling.
I mean, it's a moving vehicle.
Yeah.
If you stand up, what are you, Teen Wolf? No, that's not going to work.
What you can do about it?
Oh. I'm just gonna pack it up.
I do find it funny that we don't turn around with the car, but
Nobody's going to tell you how to live. Clearly, I just tried and it backfired. So, case in point.
But no, I like if you get hit by the car, I'm not pressing crouch. It's just automatically when I land on the roof, you just automatically go down that way.
I like it.
Oh, well, I didn't do it that time. Maybe it's just with the blue one.
So I know back in the day when a car would be like for example, what's happening here, when the car would go from one end to the other, and when it would start coming back, it would just come back backwards. Is the car flipping around like it does here? Is that a feature in 0.8, or is that something that's also available in?
Oh no, that's been around for. So probably whoever was doing it didn't know that they can make it turn. That feature's actually been there for a long time.
Oh, okay.
There's if you hit edit logic, and the thing that confused me in 0.8, and I don't remember if this was the case or not, in 0.8 you have to hit the edit logic button. I should play Pandas. I'll play yours. I'm gonna play all of them. I haven't had a chance to yet.
Oh, Pandas.
Sure. Yeah.
Game Jam submission.
What? Yeah. So where's the car? Here it is. So if you hit edit logic, there's a button that says look at destination, and it will automatically turn the direction that it's facing.
It will automatically turn the direction it's facing.
Turn the direction it's moving. Sorry. I said it wrong. It will face the direction it's moving. Automatically.
Very cool. Thank you. I'm obviously hyper novice when it comes to Game Maker and the logic in the background, but I would like to get better.
That's all right.
That's one of the goals on my 2023 docket, is to start diving deeper into the actual logic of Game Maker, not the asset creation side, because me am no artist, but I could really get behind the logic side of things. It makes sense to me. Are you loading up Panda's game now?
Well, she said it's called the Council Jam, but I don't see it. Page 2. I see Joe's. 4 wolves on a default template.
That's what Joe made?
Panda Parkour. There we go.
I don't think that's hers. That doesn't make sense. She hates parkour.
Why would she call it that?
Yeah, well, I don't understand.
Pandas don't do parkour. What are you talking about?
Actually, I've seen them roll around the zoo a couple times, and it was pretty agile.
Psst, I have.
See, now I'm just trying to be argumentative.
Oh, I found a secret coin already.
There's spinning panda coins.
It's not just a spinning panda coin, it's a secret spinning panda coin.
What?
I wanted to go back and check on that guy, but I guess I can't. Old man says, psst, I have info. Hello, young one. You've been trapped inside this dungeon as a test. What? No time to explain. You need to collect the special panda coins and to play the guard. And to pay the guard at the top. To let you leave. This all seems a little sus, but okay. Whoa, he vanished. No collect sound effects, Panda. How dare. Ooh, ah! My sense of depth was off. Was meant to be Panda Park here. Aha! More secrets. I like secrets.
Yeah.
Ooh. A little depth perception issue. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
How did you? Oh,
No checkpoint. I don't have any checkpoints in my game either, but it's also only 3 minutes long.
what did I say? 4 hours. So
Yeah. 4 hours and all that time I spent building mountains in a city. Yeah.
Hey, if your city doesn't have mountains, then I just don't want to know about it.
Come here, squawk.
Wow.
Squawk. Beyond me, there are 2 chests you can choose. Either one or skip them entirely.
Skip them both.
Why would I choose skipping
like-
treasure?
Yeah, I don't
One
want
is
to.
certain treasure. The other leads to, well, you'll see.
No, I won't. Not gonna pick either. Not gonna play your game, Mr. Birdman.
Thanks, you strange, helpful bird.
What fever
Okay,
dream did I step into? That's
First one's too
wonderful.
obvious. Second one, feeling lucky. Oh, no.
That's when they want you to pick.
Whoa, what? Full screen VFX. What's going on here? Oh wait, can I go to that wolf? Why is that wolf just
Nope.
looking at that door?
There's obviously treats beyond it. He can smell them, and he wants them. Why aren't you giving him more treats? He's been a good boy.
So are we in hell now?
Yes?
So what happens if I pick this one? Do I get the treasure? Oh, I got a coin.
She said, can you press the same chest again and see if teleport works? And she said, oh, before that, her comment was, oh no, teleport broke. So
Oh.
I'm wondering if
Oh,
these
no!
VFX are on purpose. Oh, okay, there you go.
Maybe. Yeah, for whatever reason, probably the thing that spawned me over here didn't spawn fast enough.
Hmm.
So maybe putting like a longer death delay or something.
Laren Soul says, no shame, Bell. Straight to hell.
Huh? Wizzy the Green is dead on the floor.
no.
No, Wizzy.
I mean, he's supposed to be the luckiest of them all. So what does that tell us about this scenario? I kid.
Nope. I fell. Wait, interact with Wizzy the Green? I tried, but maybe I wasn't lined up right. Should I go back?
Sure, why not?
I'm asking Panda.
Oh, okay.
Because she's the one that said interact, and I don't know what she meant. Interact with Wizzy the Green, or were you just meaning the door?
Interact with the door
Oh, okay.
to leave.
What if I wanted to stay there forever? Oh, Goblin Warrior stuff. Jump around.
He's definitely kind of beefy.
that drop down after that respawn point always gets me. Oop.
You guys made these games so quickly. It really is impressive.
Well, that's the other thing is like, yeah, there's gonna be mistakes. We're not
Yeah,
competing to be perfect. We're competing to learn.
yeah. It's super smart. It's a practice that if all companies aren't doing something similar, they really should be. Got to keep those skills tight.
Helps us like figure out things that we like and dislike in games.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. I like how we can see that in the background. That's actually really cool. That area that we were in before.
Oh, wow.
What is this music? This music is cool. I don't like this bridge asset. It's not Panda's fault. It's not wide enough. It's not wide enough to let characters through, and it's been in the Game Maker for a long time. And I'm like, why can't we just... Wait.
The music is Panda's own custom music, apparently.
I forgot Panda had access to that.
Ah.
Panda.
Ooh, Afterwork has a really good point. You can flip it upside down and just run across the bottom. And then it would look kind of cool, because then it looked like it has supports.
Yeah. Or you could turn off collision on this and make invisible, like, guideposts. You hear no music. There you go. Made it a little bit louder for you.
We got a question from Ranga Apes Club over on YouTube. They said, if I'm designing a house, how big do you recommend the build space? Now, I know that's a pretty loaded question, because you could answer it a number of different ways, but do you have maybe some nuggets you want to throw at them?
Hold on a second. The build space, I think somewhere we wrote docs on like recommended sizes. I wouldn't make rooms shorter than like 5 or 6 meters tall, meaning whole blocks, because you want not just enough space for your character, but you also want to make sure that there's room for the camera above them. So the having that extra headroom means that it's easier to move the camera. You missed blocking those areas. That's my job. I break your game.
I mean, to be fair, Alex breaks games that people have been working on for months. So, for the 4-hour window, I think you get a pass. Yeah, I think you get a big pass.
What now? What are you gonna do about it?
All of a sudden, we go back in, reload the game. It's like, this game has been removed from the gallery.
You didn't put an Easter egg up here for me? Disappointed.
Wait, maybe it's on a different top.
This is why I do this, is because I'm looking for Easter eggs.
Oh, obviously.
That's a big hole. There we go.
Whenever you hear stories about like original video game Easter eggs and whatnot, like Warren Robinette and what they did with Adventure, like I always think to myself, like, who would be able to even find these? Obviously, people did. Lots of people did. But like, it's like I don't understand how, like, at first I didn't understand like how that was possible. Like, why would somebody go back to the beginning and do all these extra things especially if they didn't see some sort of a goal in mind or something that they could accomplish from it, right? And then I see people like you playing, and I'm like, oh, I get it now, 100%. Now it's kind of impossible for it to not be discovered eventually,
right?
Because there's people that will literally just run around every square inch of every level you give them, and explore every nook and cranny. And that's really kind of cool. That's a pretty incredible thing about the gaming community.
And no, I understand, Panda. You made it just for the background. It's fine. I'm not at all upset that it wasn't blocked off. I enjoyed it more because it wasn't blocked off. I had fun just now running back there. I don't think I can jump on top of that though.
You can jump into the lava.
Note to self: just don't use the circle terrain tool. So, if you go back and watch the stream where I built that whole game on stream, the one that we played earlier, and I only used the circle terrain tool a couple times, and I heavily edited the final results. One was to dig out a cave that I then filled up with water and made that waterfall, and the other was drawing a dirt path in the grass with all the trees. Oh no. That was just basically putting the dirt on the ground, and then I smoothed off the top so it was level terrain. So yeah, I usually don't use the circle terrain tool because it, unless you're very careful with it, it will tend to leave lots of holes and easy to exploit areas. When I do use it, I am pretty careful with it, and then I go back and I clean it all up. Now, granted, 4-hour jam, like, not like, do what you need to do. You were able to put in a lot more interesting content than I did because you built that mountain the way you did instead of building it with the block volume tool the way that I did. I did it the real slow way. So yeah, there's not a problem with that. And yeah, if you had invisible walls blocking that area back there, then I wouldn't be able to get back there. It's fine that I was able to get back there. I didn't get stuck. I probably could have gotten stuck if I poked around more, but yeah, no, it's fine. And Ice Pilot said, you know what's worse than nothing being up there is invisible walls blocking it off. I tend to agree. I get frustrated when I encounter a invisible wall, and I'm like, but I can see there's space out there to explore. I wanna.
Why can't I run around?
Right. Oh, can I not victory? Oh, there it goes.
Victory!
Ugh, I don't know how big it was. Is it a 1x1?
I thought it was 1x1.
It's broken.
PandaPops? Size of this land? 1x1, correct? Or am I... Yeah, it's a 1x1.
For a 4-hour jam, you really only want to do a 1x1.
Yeah. If you're doing a 2x2 or a 3x3 and a 1x1 for a 4-hour jam, you are a lunatic.
Panda, how'd you do that music? What was that like AI generated synth, or did you produce that, or was it like a royalty free song from somewhere? I want to know. Oh, okay, cool. That sounds very cool.
Her partner made music
that you now own. Ooh. Does that mean it's an NFT now, or you paid him for the music?
She was like, "Give me that music," and he was like, okay." She bullied it out of him.
Well, that's I like that music. It was very very like moody, synthy. It was cool. I dig it.
She said, "Yo, I want rights to your music," and he said, "Okay."
We got human bones from killing a chicken.
I mean, maybe the chicken had eaten a human.
Huh. I'm not sure if Joe was able to figure out getting the quest to start. Can we fight our... We can't fight our wolf companions. And Joe did his in only an hour. Joe was busy doing finance stuff. Yeah. Joe was otherwise occupied, and I was like, just spend an hour. Like, if we try to make it so you spend 4 hours on the jam, and then we'll have 4 hours to like play all of each other's games.
Mm-hmm.
But we're still getting in the swing of things as a company and kind of getting our time schedules lined up. You know, Panda's in the UK. The bunch of us are on the East Coast. The rest are on the West Coast. So, you know, it's we can't always like be synchronized. So we're figuring it out.
Would be impossible. Yeah, you guys will find your groove eventually. It sounds like you're already doing a really good job of that.
I think I'm stuck. I don't think I can leave here.
Why would you want to?
I guess I can't go see my friends. All right. Well, that was a little exploring of the Council Game Jam stuff after we finished up the WMG Game Jam Awards. Congratulations to all of the top 10 participants, and especially our third, second, and first place winners. Y'all did great stuff. Had a lot of fun. We're excited to be using 0.8 in the next game jam coming next month. So keep an eye out for announcements on that soon. Can we put that form back in the chat for voting on what people are interested in seeing with the game jams? If V's still here.
Game jam feedback form. I got it right here. I added it to the Twitter.
Awesome.
Feed. So give me 1 second while I pull that up.
So make sure to check out that and give your opinions on what sort of like IPs or themes, whether you want to see an Avenged Sevenfold jam or a parkour jam or, whatever kind of jam you'd like to see, and other feedback you want to give on that form. And also make sure to download 0.8.1 because there are some bug fixes and damage and heal messages are back. So lots of great stuff happening. I am going to call it a weekend because I streamed like 11 hours yesterday, plus
I think that's a good idea.
2 hours today. So I'm a little fried. Thank you, Lucas, for hanging out. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And we'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.